Hello, hello. How are you doing? Hoping you're well. This is part 3 of my little mini series of 3 episodes where I share with you some story ideas for potential Pokemon ROM hack or fan games. So, if you haven't checked out the previous 2 episodes, check the description. The links to the first 2 releases will be there. So, in this one, we'll talk about an idea that I call Pokémon Uncharted. And this one centers around a region that has been newly discovered. And there's someone who is willing to fund an expedition to that region, this unknown region, this newly discovered region. And so this person just so happens to be, a billionaire. And she's got, lots of money to throw around. So she's willing to fund this expedition. All she's looking for are at least 100 trainers who are willing to risk it all and travel to this new region, discover what's there, uncover whatever they can, and hopefully make it back alive. So our main character just so happens to be a veteran trainer. He's done it all. He's seen it all. But after finding out about this new region, it's another adventure for him to go on, something new to do. So he volunteers for this expedition with other trainers, and they set off to this new region. So it's more of an adventure game. If you want to add puzzles, there could be puzzles. It's got an element of mystery because this is a new place. It's not your usual Pokemon or fan game, Pokemon ROM hack or fan game where you're just going through a region that's already been settled it's an official region. This is a whole new region, So what is there? What's out there? What are they going to find? And also you've got all these trainers that are in this one place. How are the interactions going to go among them? As for this billionaire as well, who's funding the expedition to this region, who is this billionaire? Is she working alone? Are they people funding her? Are they people that she owes? People who are much more powerful than her? People who might have a vested interest in this region? All these questions for this idea. And like I'd mentioned in the previous episode, inspiration for this I drew from 2 manga and anime series. There's Toriko and there's Hunter x Hunter. So if any of you are big fans of Toriko, big fans of Hunter x Hunter, maybe you might be interested in playing Pokemon Uncharted if it ever becomes a game. For those of you who don't know Toriko is your typical shonen adventure story. Lots of, loud and bombastic characters. And it's about characters who go around searching for special ingredients. It could be actual, food ingredients. It could be animals. It could be plants. Anything that's an ingredient. People go out and hunt for these special ingredients. That's the basis for Toriko. And then Hunter x Hunter, I drew inspiration specifically from the current story arc, which is the Dark Continent story arc, where there's this dark continent and there are people who are traveling over to this continent to try and find out what it's all about. So I just thought that would make for an interesting Pokemon game where you've got the element of adventure, but on top of that you are exploring an area that isn't settled. It has just been discovered. So, you're going in blind and you never know what you might uncover there. So I think, it's that kind of Pokemon game. And maybe with the current Pokemon games, that element of adventure is no longer there, So you can go ahead and point to all the, the most recent Pokemon games and you wonder, do they have that element of adventure? Like in the earlier generations where these were the new games, you had that excitement to want to explore this region that the game is set in. So that's Pokemon Uncharted. If, just like my previous two ideas, if you want to use it as it is, you can. If you want to modify it, no problem. If you want to use it as a base for your own idea, maybe it might spark something for you and you might come up with something. No problem, you can do that. As long as it leads to a game being created at some point that people can play. That's the whole idea. So those were my three ideas. This one, Pokemon West in the previous episode, and then Pokemon Quest in the first episode. If you want to check out another idea that I pitched, it's a 9-part mini-series that I put out called Pitching Pokemon, The Journey of Janice. I'll put a link to the playlist for that in the description as well. So you can go and have a listen to that, and you can let me know what you make of Journey of Janice. But otherwise, this will do it for this. I hope you enjoyed the mini-series, the 3 parts. Maybe these are some ideas that you might like, that you might want to use, hopefully. Because I think in order for the Pokemon, either the ROM Hack community or the Fangame community, you've got to have ideas coming in, new ideas. Otherwise, you end up with a situation like in the ROM hacking scene right now where it's just flooded with difficulty and enhancement hacks. You know, time and time again, a new hack comes along and, oh, surprise, surprise, it's another enhancement hack. It's another difficulty hack, you know. And it doesn't help that a lot of these YouTube channels, they promote a lot of these games. These are the games that get popular and they flood the scene. But then every once in a while, you get something new, something different that sets a new standard. It could be Pokemon Odyssey. It could be Pokemon Unbound. It could be Super Mario Mon. It could be Pokemon Pisces. It could be any one of these games that come out every now and again that really leave a mark. And you wonder why people don't take inspiration from these games and try to do better or something on the same level, you know. Only time will tell. But anyway, that's all I have to say now. Hoping you enjoy your day, you enjoy your weekend. That's it. Take care.